I once thought love could survive anything: distance, trust issues, even lies. But I learned the hard way that when love turns into revenge, no one really wins. This is my story. A story about betrayal, control, and the one decision I wish I could take back. It started almost a year ago. My girlfriend and I had been together for 3 years. She was funny, confident, and beautiful. Everyone loved her, including me. But then, small things began to feel off. She'd say she was meeting friends, but her location said something else. Late replies, secret smiles at her phone. You know that gut feeling you try to ignore? Yeah, I ignored it too long. One night, I gave in. I looked through her phone, and there it was. Messages, photos, plans with another guy. I didn't explode. I didn't cry. I just stared at the screen, feeling like someone had ripped the floor out from under me. That night, I made a decision. Not to leave her, but to get even. Revenge does something to your mind. You start thinking you're being clever when you're really just being cruel. She loved food, and I knew her biggest pride was her body, her figure, her looks. So, I came up with a twisted idea. Instead of yelling or exposing her, I decided to quietly change her, to make her lose what she valued most. Every morning I'd make her coffee, sweet, creamy, delicious, but loaded. Every meal I added a little more. I told myself it was harmless. She cheated first, I'd whisper, but deep down, I knew I was crossing a line. Weeks went by. She laughed, ate, lived life normally. And I watched, secretly satisfied as small changes began to show. Her jeans fit tighter, her face looked a bit rounder. I told myself I was just getting justice, but really, I was becoming something worse. A few months later, the change was undeniable. Her clothes stopped fitting. She started to worry. I pretended to be supportive, saying things like, "It's fine, I love you no matter what." But behind every word was guilt, and a strange kind of power. Then one night she stood in front of the mirror and cried. Not because she looked different, but because she didn't understand what was happening to her. That moment should have broken me, but I was too far gone in my own anger to stop. Eventually, I realized I wasn't getting revenge anymore. I was hurting someone who once loved me. And every time I saw her confusion, every time she looked at herself with disappointment, I felt smaller. My plan had worked, but I wasn't the winner. I was the villain. The truth hit me one night when I caught my own reflection. I didn't see the victor, I saw a man who'd lost himself to bitterness. She might have betrayed my trust, but I had betrayed something deeper, my humanity. She eventually found out I knew everything, and when she looked at me with that expression, not anger, not fear, but pure disappointment, it shattered me. She left soon after, and for the first time in months, I understood what real loss feels like. Not losing her, but losing myself. If you've ever been betrayed, I get it. The pain cuts deep. It makes you want to do anything to make the other person feel it too. But revenge doesn't heal. It consumes. I learned that forgiveness isn't about excusing someone. It's about freeing yourself from the poison of hate. Because when you hurt someone out of revenge, you're really just feeding your own darkness. And sooner or later, that darkness eats you alive. Revenge doesn't make you strong. Letting go does.